Intel Sapphire Rapids Xeon processors can consume more than 900 watts in the Cinebench R23 benchmark. According to the editor of ChipL, in Napoleon, Intel Xeon workstation processors don't seem to have a fixed power consumption limit. While it doesn't mention specific SKUs or a specific segment, it appears that the statement is related to Xeon W3400 processors, which will run at a standard 350 watts TDP, PL1. These processors will also have up to 56 cores, 112 threads, a high clock speed and support for 8-channel memory. It is claimed that by default, Intel Sapphire Rapids Xeon workstation processors can consume about 600 watts of power, but overclocking turns them into an oven. All Xeon Workstation X chips will have an unlocked multiplier and can be overclocked like any other processor. When overclocked, the chips can draw up to 700 watts of power and consume more than 900 watts in the Cinebench R23. This is twice as much as the flagship NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 graphics card consumes, and this is something that should alert users. Such an excessive power will not only increase bills, but also become a stress for motherboards based on the Intel W790 chipset. Motherboard manufacturers will have to put extra effort into developing VRMs and cooling motherboards with this power level in mind. You should consider installing individual loop cooling for Intel Xeon Sapphire Rapids workstation processors, as standard 360mm AIO coolers may not be up to the task. Even if this is just speculation, we should keep in mind that Intel Sapphire Rapids SP processors with a 350 watts PL1 limit already have an MTP, maximum turbo power, of 420 watts, which is equivalent to an RTX 4090 graphics card. The maximum BIOS limit was 764 watts, and these chips not only worked at lower clock speeds, but also did not have overclocking support. Given that the W3400 and W2400 SKUs are mostly fully unlocked and run at higher clock speeds, you can expect higher power as well. Finally, it claims that the single-core performance of the Intel Xeon Workstation Sapphire Rapids chips is on par with the top-end 13th generation chips, so it seems that the Golden Cove cores perform very well, which is to be expected if they run at more than 500 watts of power. At this point, we know that Intel plans to officially unveil the line on February 15, and then launch it in March.